Hey everyone, this is JJ Wilson here. Today I want to talk about this new comic I picked up at the comic convention in my hometown. Having to talk with the author of this comic who was over there distributing his products. And he said, hey, how you doing? He introduced himself. His name was Julian Burton. Not only is he a comic artist, he's also a actor too, an aspiring actor, and he also made a spin-off series based on the comic called Dormant. I believe that's the name of it, Dormant. And I can't remember exactly what website it is. It's not the website that his comic store is based from or that he works under, Red Crow Comics. I'll put that website in the description box. But basically they made like 4 episodes of him acting in this series. So if you can look that up, it's called Dormant, and his name is Julian J. Burton, and the other actor is Tom Hagel. So if you can, try to look that up if you're interested in checking that out. So anyway, now to hop on into the comic called Bermuda City. So basically, it's this guy, I believe he's working under the CIA, I believe, or FBI. And so it looks like he has some memory loss because he was riding on a plane and it got shot by some missiles. But what was interesting about it was the person that did it, at least based on the scenes, it looked like him. It looked just like him. And he killed a another detective. He shot him, killed him, and then he went to like I said, he went to the base here, the military headquarters in Bermuda City, killed just about everybody in there, shot them up, and then he was the one that engaged the missiles and hit the plane where the real Jordan Long was in. So that's the detective's name. His name is Jordan Long. And so he's waking up out of hospital bed. Turns out somebody found him like on the river. He ended up surviving the plane crash, and he was sent to the hospital. He's talking to his chief, his boss. And he's like, hey, his boss is like, do you remember anything that happened? Anything at all? And Jordan is like, no, I don't remember anything. So you gotta tell me what happened. It's like, yeah, you got some missiles hit the plane that you were riding in. However, we also found out that you may have killed some people. And then Jordan's like, nah, that's impossible. I don't remember that, And then the guy tells him about this chick named Alina Moltz, this Russian violinist. But she's also an affiliate of the Russian mob. And he was like, she might have something to do with why you're on this hospital bed, so you might need to investigate her for me. And he reluctantly does that because the police chief doesn't really give him any details as to about anything else about the whole incident, and plus he doesn't even want the media to find out about what happened to him if they found out this guy was stuck in a coma. The police chief, he wants Jordan to go investigate this woman for him, and then he's like, okay, where do I find her? She's like, oh, she's gonna perform at her mansion tomorrow, so that's where you need to go. And then sometime later at this research lab, we got a doctor here. He's looking up this mysterious DNA that's starting to mutate itself. And so in a frenzy, he's hopping in his car and he's calling somebody up. And the next thing you know, some lightning hits a tree and it catches on fire and blocks the street. And he has to stop his car. And he's out the car. He's looking out and he's like, "There's a clear sky tonight. There's no storm." The next thing you know, somebody hits him from behind. He sends him flying and he's about to die. The next thing you know, some lightning strikes him, and now he's dead. And it's a dude in some shades and blonde hair, and he's getting out of the car, and he's looking on at this doctor's dead body now. So there's another incident there. And then we see our main character go into another doctor's office, and only to find this guy dead. And then we see, I guess, one of his buddies who works for the police department step in, and he has to explain to him, hey, you think this guy got killed? Who killed him? You know who did it? It's like, and Jordan's like, no, I have no idea. And then he shows him his warrant for his arrest, Jordan's arrest. because of what he did to that operative, that CIA operative in his last case. Now he's a wanted man. He's a fugitive. And so they continue to talk. It's like yeah, Jordan telling the guy, hey, I'm about to investigate this woman, but my boss, he didn't tell me any more details than that, so I think it still feels kind of fishy. And then the guy's like, all right, man, I'll let you do what you have to do, and so let's meet up somewhere to, after you take care of what you gotta do at the mansion, and then we'll meet up here. And so Jordan dips, and then next thing you know, these cops show up, the SWAT team or whatever. They just step down, and then the guy's like, oh, he got the drop on me, man, I couldn't get him in time. And so now we go back to the mansion, excuse me, not the mansion. Look, sometime before then we get to see who this girl is, Alina Motes, and this is the guy that ran over that doctor. And now they're inside her mansion, and it's like a research facility, I'm guessing underground. And they're trying to figure out what happened and everything. And so they're researching the DNA, and she has some scientists doing it for her. And she wants them to fix whatever it is that they're trying to do. And so now she does her performance. She has a large crowd. And then after the performance is over, she has this general come by, and he's explaining that somebody made an unauthorization in our base and sent some missiles to hit a plane, and nobody had that authority to do that. And so we see this new character here, huge guy, huge monster looking arms here. And so it turns out it's a servant of this chick, Alina's, and he does everything Alina says. So it's almost like her servant. So it kind of scares the general, you know. And so the general's trying to explain, he's trying to calmly explain, like, hey, somebody broke into our base and launched the missiles. And then we're trying to figure out who did it. And then he's trying to ask her, whoever did this, man, they couldn't have been human. Like, they were moving way too fast for cameras to even spot them, you know. And Alina's like, well, we're still studying this DNA. We're still studying this stuff. And oh yeah, I forgot this detail too. The general's like, well, did you check this information? Did you check the DNA? And she's like, yeah, I checked, but it was still in suspended animation. And the guy's like, yeah, whoever did this, man, like the mind control stuff that's a part of this project, we can't let this get out in public because civilians were killed here. And then Alina's like, yes, I see your point, and we also have some company. And then we see this person on the roof, and it kind of does look like the main character, but I'm not sure if that's him or not, but it does look like him. And then that's the end of the comic. So yeah, so that's the first issue of Bermuda City. Looking forward to see some more of this in the future. So if you guys want to, you can go to that website and check it out. It's fairly cheap. When I bought it, it was only $5. So they got this comic out. They got another one coming up called Crunch. They got one out right now called Salta. So yeah, it's at least 3 or 4 comics on their website that they made on their own. So yeah, that's it from here, and I'll check you all later. Hope you guys have a good one.